All right, peace, y'all. We are working. It's 8 o'clock, like, and we still at it. To be totally transparent, my day started late. Hence, that's why we're here at 8 o'clock. I normally would like to be wrapping these days up at this time, but you know, you have to do what you have to do to get what you have to get. If you've been attending these lives, I'll say it again. This is on my list to complete for the day. I like to check things off the list. If you're not keeping a list or writing down a list or things that you should are attempting to get done on a daily basis, you may be doing yourself, your personal self, a huge disservice. Through my experience, just my experience, and that's what I share, is my experience that this works. It works keeping a list. It works writing things down that you want to get accomplished for the day, that you want to get accomplished for the week. And I tell you one thing, that if you jot down 3 to 5 things that you want to accomplish on a daily basis, by the end of 1 week, you have effectively moved the needle in some shape, form, or fashion. Doing nothing equals nothing. Most people, what they do, and this is going to spill right over into the topic that I want to have, the conversation I want to have tonight. Most people, what they do is they go to work and they come home. They go to work and they come home. Every day is Groundhog's Day. Nothing changes, right? Nothing. And they complain and they complain and they do. It's like a bounce with it. It's a rhythm. It's a routine. And they keep complaining. Year in, year out. I didn't even say weekend or every week. It turns into years of procrastination, years of stagnation. Stop me when I'm lying. So tonight, let's have a conversation about one of my favorite subjects, one of my favorite topics, something that I always say I feel we don't have enough conversations about. And this is regardless of what level you're on, regardless of how much success you have or have not achieved. Why not have daily conversations about money? Why not have daily conversations about how we can earn money, keep money, and grow money? Why don't we have daily conversations about this when it's something that we interact with on a daily basis? I don't know, Ray. Maybe they don't want money as bad as they say they want money. I don't know. But I only can do or control me and what's in my circumference. I have daily conversations about with my partner. How can we make money? What corrections could we make? How could we improve? How could we be better? How can we keep money? How can we grow money? If something is on your mind, you don't stand a chance at hitting that target. Or should I say, if something is not on your mind, you don't stand a chance at hitting that target. So people ask us all the time. I got 10,000 messages in my inbox about people saying that they want to do land investing. I want to land invest. I want to land invest. The minute that they find out that there's a cost associated with land investing or a cost associated with education, they don't want to land invest no more. Well, that's a great way to think. Go back to your world. Continue to stroll or whatever you're looking to accomplish, because there is a cost associated with education. You don't go to your job and they expect you to come in and you don't expect to get paid. Right? So I quickly, and I'm not going to even spend time there because we're moving away from that, but we quickly want to dispel the free mind. Or give it to me, to give me the, for the culture mind. If you can't help yourself, you can't help nobody else, nor the culture. The better off we are, the more we can do, the more we can bring to the culture. And this is not necessarily about me. This message is bigger than me. This message is bigger than the Acre Boys. That's why we go so hard with the message, so other people can flock to the message, really see the power that this space offers. And this is not my opinion. This is what history has shown. So why don't we just look at what has worked so we can make a plan of what will the possibilities of it working again. So you should probably, before getting involved in something, do some homework on it. Do some homework in that industry. You want to be a land investor? Forget the Acre Boys. We didn't start this. We're not the owners of this information. I didn't create the earth. I didn't create dirt. I didn't create land investing. This actually comes from the Bible. This comes from biblical terms. This was here way before us. Will be here way after us. All we did was find a way to monetize it. And that's not even new. This is not new practices. These are old concepts that most of our culture has went away from, because it was a time that we were heavy into agriculture. It was a time that we was heavy into land ownership. It was a time that we were heavy into farming. And if you check data, just do a little bit of research, you'll find that that's when we were more prevalent in the financial department. Then they slap you. They pulled the rug up underneath your feet, and then they gave you entertainment. Now all we can do is entertain and play sports. Stop me when I'm lying. That's what the whole overall for the culture. I'm not talking about individually if you're not doing that, but overall, those are the two leading things: entertainment and sports. What happened to the investing? What happened to, creating and building? That's why they took all of this stuff out of the school systems. They took wood shop out of the school systems. Anything that was teaching you a trade, they took it out of the school systems. Now we can't even build nothing. You can't, if I gave you a piece of land, what would you do with it? And not to be on race, but where I'm at, there's a lot of Spanish guys. And who got all the jobs that's building? All the Spanish guys. Where all the black guys at? They won't even pick a hammer up. Let's have a real conversation. But we'll pick a mic up. And then when we pick the mic up, we say the most ignorant shit that we can think of. That's hip hop. How can I say how can I be more ignorant than what was already said? Then I'll be saying, well, damn, they fooled you and told you and gave you a pass and let the ignorance slip through the cracks. You made the money. Then you won't even take the money and go and do something positive with the money. What's wrong with us? So here we are. And we busting our ass. We on here every day. We telling people to invest in land. Forget that I run a program. Do I want you to come in my program? Yes, I want you to come in my program. Why do I want you to come in my program? Because I know how I teach. I know what I give. But if my program is not for you, you don't have to just do land investing through me. I don't own auctions. I don't own the county land. I don't own any of it. Find someone else to teach you. Go do it on your own. Educate yourself. That's all that we're saying. The space is wide open and available. There's 3,200 counties throughout America. There's 1.9 billion acres available for us to take advantage of. There's options for us. There's alternative ways of getting money. It starts from beginning and entry level investing all the way up to if you have more money. You don't want to pay the premium for my education? That is absolutely fine. Trust me, I am not mad at you. I'll still come on and I'll give as much game as possible. If you can take it and run with it, take it and run with it. I only want who want me anyway. So if we're not the group, if we don't resonate with you, maybe you don't like my link, the sound of my voice, the lingo, the tone, or whatever it is, that is perfectly fine. But I'm trying to tell you that you may be missing out on something that is going to go down regardless of you participate or not, that you can take advantage of. And I'm speaking to everyday people because we think that when it comes to investing, that you may need a ton of money. Clearly, if you have a ton of money, you can move faster, you can do bigger things. But we've done a great job of speaking to everyday people that can take everyday or weekly money from a 9 to 5, invest it slow and smart. Why do I say slow and smart? Because if you don't have a bunch of money, I don't suggest that you jump out the window and attempt to go fast. I give practical steps. I give tangible things that could be done. Learn the lingo first, get the education first, and I always come back to the same thing. Get the education first. Have an understanding. I tell you the same thing I tell myself. Get an understanding before you go in your wallet or go in your purse. Get an understanding of the industry that you're attempting to look into. Show up to a class, book a phone call, do something. Get off the fence. We're now heading into the 3rd month of 2026, and people still need more information. We got 3,500 videos on our wall. Go watch videos. Do something. Come to an hour training. I got a $5 community. Jump in there. I just went live in there early. Do something. Because it does cost money for education. I don't know how to help any further. And in fact, I don't want to help any further. I'm looking to extract me. I'm looking to extract people that think how I think and move how I move. That's the circle that I want to surround myself with. And you should want to do the same. Because if you are in a circle and you don't have conversations about how you can move forward in life and how you can advance your family in the financial department, then you should probably fire that circle and get a new set of friends. That's why these days, I don't know what goes on. I don't know what's happening in the sports world. I barely know what's going on in the entertainment world. I have laser focus. Because what I have found out and what I have experienced is what you think about the most is what you get. What you think about the most is what you become. What you do the most usually manifests into reality. So why don't we have the money to do things? Just facts. How can you take me, no formal education? I grew up, they didn't teach me this. This is all trial and error. I guess I was just too stupid enough not to stop. I learned it all on my own. I learned it by doing what I'm telling you to do, what I recommend you to do. I paid a premium to some people. Some people taught me the game. I sat, I studied, and it took time. It takes time. People, being successful is extremely hard. It takes time to be successful. And if you're at the age that we are at, and yes, I know what my data states, we speak to an audience from the ages of 34 through 70, some 25. I'm going to even take it to the bottom number of 25. If you are 25 and older and you are not where you want to be or even close to it, only person to blame is you. You have failed to understand how finances and how money moves. Money has a language and you're not speaking it, and you're not on the frequency of it. And that is okay, because I understand the culture, because at one point I really understood it, because yes, they did hide things from us, but you didn't look that hard. But these days, 2026, I don't understand, because everything is readily and available. So what are we doing? You need to have a radical mindset shift, and we need to hone in on whatever it is that we're trying to do. Put a plan together. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. How many people even have a plan and stick to it? How long are you sticking to it? How long should you stick to it? Until, what's until? Until it works. Your until will be different from mine, and mine will be different from somebody else's. I'm down until it works. That could be 1 year, that could be 2 years. I'm on my 9th year. And then when you look up, most people say, oh, wow, y'all, this is amazing. Y'all amassed this audience and y'all out telling everybody how to invest in land, but it didn't look like that on year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So are you willing to be bad enough until it's time to claim the word good? And most people can't sustain anything for an extended period of time. Stop me when I'm lying. We're just having a hard conversation tonight. That's it. We're just having a hard conversation tonight. One thing that doesn't lie is numbers. Why don't we have money to do the things that we want to do if we say we want to do them? We have money to do everything else. You want to go to the concert, you find a way to get there. You want new clothes, you find a way to get there. You want a new car that will depreciate once you drive off the lot, you find a way to get it. But when it comes to investing, they got no money to invest, Ray. What is wrong with the culture? I don't know. And that's why I say these days, I'm just looking to extract people that think and move how I think. I'll call you right back. I'm on a live. All right. So here we are at 8 o'clock on a Thursday night. I'd rather be somewhere just relaxing, but here we are. This is a part of the mission. This is a part of my list for the day. I said I was going to do a live. I have to do a live. Do what you said that you was going to do long after the feeling of wanting to do it has expired. Team, no excuses over here. You want to do land? Do land. Why ain't you doing land then? If you think this makes sense, why aren't you doing it? Why? You heard it was a premium? You heard that it costs? Oh, they charge for it. I don't want to do it no more. Why ain't you doing it? It's a lot of opportunity out here. And when people see and hear of what we're doing, you know, some people think that it's like it's wow, it's a wow moment. And I'm always like, listen, this didn't happen overnight. And it didn't. So I say that to say this, that you can do the same exact thing. Just understand the mechanics and how this works. You need to get education so you don't make mistakes. That's why I keep saying education. Mistakes can be costly, especially in the beginning, especially when there's not a big budget. Mistakes can be costly. If you have a mistake and the budget is limited, you may be out of the game. Mentally, you'll be out of the game before you even get started. So the education is designed so you don't make those mistakes. I always say I'm very prideful, especially with what we're teaching people, because I never even wanted to be a teacher. Well, I didn't want to be a teacher. I just wanted to be doing what I was doing, investing in land. I was having some success in it. It was recommended that we start to share what we was exposed to. So we move forward into it. If you saw us in the beginning, this is why we say take imperfect action. If you saw the Acre Boys in the beginning, it looked a shit mess. We were recording videos and Nike t-shirts. We wasn't branded. We didn't speak as well as we speak these days. See, we all are work in progress, including us. My journey just started maybe a long time before yours, but it's all a work in progress. I'm not the guy that sit high and look low. I'm right in the field with you. So have a first day. That's what you'll hear me say a lot. We've all had one. Have your first day and don't come up off the gas until. So this concept of land buying, land flipping, land ownership, land selling, sure, it's a great topic. Sure, it's a great thing to do, but that's not what we necessarily or how we necessarily started to become successful. We started to become successful when the mentality around this whole space started to change, when the mentality around money started to change, when the mentality around business started to change. We had to get rid of some things, which I suggest you do. If you're serious about yourself and your future, I suggest you get rid of some things. But it's hard. So you say, we say it's hard. We have to watch TV. Fellas, we have to watch sports. I got to watch football on Sunday. For what? You don't know nobody on the team, and nor do they know you. And nor do they care about you. You care more about them for a person that you don't even know. So I had to get alone, and you have to reprogram. And that's not an easy thing to do. Why? Because you've been this way for 25, 35, 45 years. Because you thought it was okay. Your upbringing, your environment dictated and depicted that it's okay to be that way. So did mine. This is why I don't have too many friends that I hang out with. I have a super small circle because these are the conversations that we have, not on the weekend, on a daily basis. We're talking about how we can be even more productive. Days that I don't feel like doing it, my small circle say, no, we have to go. Or they may wake up more energized than I wake up. What does that do for me? Oh, let me catch up. Don't get left. Switch your circle if y'all not moving like that. If y'all not motivating each other or inspiring each other, switch your circle. Yeah, get money with me. How can we get more money? How can I change the legacy of for my children? Yeah, that's how I'm on it all day. I don't care about what's on Netflix. I don't care about none of that. Let's eat, let's work. All right. I'm surprised I really got this good energy. I've been like this all day too. I've kind of been fired up all day. And I still really feel good. So I think I'm going to continue to work until I'm tired. That's what I'm going to do. See, when you work for yourself, there's no clock. I don't punch out at 5. I punch out when I'm tired. When the energy is depleted for the day, I stop. And sometimes that's early, right? Sometimes that's later on. Let's go, Roland. I hear that. Roland said, I'm very serious about overcoming the obstacles and difficulties that I have allowed in my life. I'm following a disciplined path that's going to give me financial freedom, and that is a part of the process. Big shout out to Roland. Roland just took the leap into our program, Money Earning Mount Vernon, and that's what I'm talking about. He'll tell you, he's on the trainings that we're on. We teach, we give. You ask, we'll give. It's not, we don't have the program like once you get behind closed doors and say, oh, it's more money to get that education. No, once you're in, it's off to the races. What do you need to be successful? And if you can't make it work, don't blame me, because I'm 100% confident these days that what we have put in front of our community, our paid community, it works. It has worked for us. It has worked for other investors. I used to be emotionally attached to the outcome of people's success. I am no longer emotionally attached to the outcome of people's success. My job is to give the best information that I know of. And how do I do that? is I only give what I experience these days. I'm not searching for new stuff. I'm truly not. I'm just giving you things that has worked for me or have not worked for me. Because after X amount of years, it starts to be all the same. Just different rules from auction to auction. Buying land is all the same. If I'm buying in New York or if I'm buying in North Dakota, it's the same game. That's why I say get the education. No one can take that away from you once you have it. And yes, to this day, I still pay a premium to a mentorship. If your mentor doesn't have a mentor, that may not should be your mentor. Why do I still pay a premium that I've been paying for 9 years just in case? Because the guys that taught me how to land invest, they're still much further than me. They done ran up a bag of close to $300 million. I haven't. So I think they're qualified to receive a payment from me on a monthly basis. And all I do is I know what I know these days, but if anything new comes down the pipeline, I receive it, and guess who I come and bring it back to? I come and bring it back to the community. I would love, one of my goals for, speaking of community, one of my goals is to, and I don't know if we'll ever get there because it's a lot of things to overcome when it comes to our culture. It's a lot of things to overcome. First of all, mindset is I don't know. I don't know why I don't have 5,000 people that's in the community investing. I got a lot, but I don't know. I don't know why people don't really take off and say, I'm in. I don't know. All I could think is either they don't see the value, and that's a possibility. If you don't see the value, you don't see the value. But if you see the value and you still on the fence, I don't know what else to do for you. Like, it's not going to be free, and I'm not even looking for the free crowd. If it's the free crowd, I don't want the free crowd. I'm allergic to the free crowd. They make me itch. They don't think how I think. And they don't move how I move. So these days, I'm allergic to the free crowd. I'm looking to extract me. I'm looking to extract someone that understands that it takes some to get some. You show me an industry that you can come in and put nothing in and get something out, it's probably a scam. So one of my goals is I would love to have this investment firm and invest with my people. We get sent things all the time. And I have to, either we're going to do the deals just ourselves, me and my partner. 2, we take them to outside investors. But I would love to invest with my community. But I do understand, because I am a part of the culture, that there's been a lot of adversities and things that has happened culturally. And I just go straight to what it is. It's a lack of trust. People have stolen things. But I always say, okay, we pack it up. We done. We done talk about investing with each other. I haven't stole from you. So we done. We done. The coach is done. You don't think that things have happened in other coaches? See, the difference between ours and other coaches is that when things happen in theirs, they just shh. Because I rub shoulders with them. Oh, don't think they're angels. How do you think we got in this position? Because the land was stolen. So that tells you they're not angels. They're smart enough to know that it's better to move as a unit. I had a conversation with a guy today, a black guy. He was a builder, built homes from scratch. He said, I went to the auction. We're in New York. I'm home. I'm in New York. He said, I went to the auction and I got outbid bad. It was one white guy, an investor there, and he just bought everything up. Now, investing here at the auction in person, it's expensive. Even with a discount, $700,000 homes may go for, $500. And the one white guy there, he buying up everything. So they sparked the conversation, and what came up is what I already knew before the words came out of his mouth. I said, oh, he's not buying up everything. He's a representative of a LLC, and they're buying up everything because that's how the game is played. It's a group that pulls their money in, and they buy up everything. It's never one person. Rohiller said, what websites do we go to invest in land? I have a question for you. Have you ever invested in land? Just drop it in the comments. And when we say to invest in land, just clarify what you mean by that. Is that to do what with the land? Is that to, what are you attempting to do? So I can give the best possible answer. But that's how the game is played. 2 is better than 1, 3 is better than 2, and so on and so forth. But we can't do much together. We can't live together. We can't invest together. Oh, Lord have mercy. So you have to run with the runners, I guess. I guess. You have to run with the runners. By the way, we have a New York City mastermind. If you are in New York City, February 28th, we do have an in-person mastermind that we will be teaching for the entire 8-hour day. If you would like to attend that mastermind, comment the word top 20. We only have 13 spots left. We said top 20 because it's reserved for 20 people. We have 13 spots left. Comment top 20 to be in that class. Why only 20 people? Because we want to be able to spend time with those people, because we will not be presenting or talking about the space. We will be teaching about the space. And that means that you should have your laptop there and be ready to get to work. We will be reviewing things, how to do's, and all of those things. Comment top 20, New York City Mastermind, February 28th. William, man, I read what you just wrote. Email me at acreboys@gmail.com. I love to see the houses that you built out there. We are back and forth from New York to Atlanta. In fact, I'll be down there really soon. So let me see what your work. And there's a lot of, well, I don't got to tell you. We get more done in Atlanta in a shorter time than we do in New York. So when I'm there, we on the go. It's always something going on. So email me that, and let's have a further conversation about it. All right, people. I want to buy land in Texas for a family compound. Well, buy land in Texas for a family compound. Why aren't you buying land in Texas for a family compound? That's the question. I just came off another version of weeks ago. All right, y'all. I'm gonna cut out. I was just reading some of the comments, but my work for this day is just about over. As far as this live, I'm gonna attempt to do one more thing and shut it down for the night. Rest is a part of the process, so that's what I'm going to do for the night. Comment top 20. Come spend some time. If you're serious, right? If you're in the area and you're serious, come spend some time with the Acre Boys. Disclaimer is that we're testing this, right? That's why we say take imperfect action. Like, I could have done an in-person event and we had one or two things, or one or two styles of events that we wanted to have. Now, I can present the information. When we present the information, that's designed to give you an overall synopsis of what this space offers. And, while we're presenting, we say things, we highlight a bunch of things. It's usually really motivating and educational. But we decided to go this time from the teaching capacity of it. Like when I have the presentations, that's open to as many as people as possible, 200, 300, 400 people, however many people show up. But when we're doing these masterminds, these are designed to be intimate settings so we can spend time, answer questions and stuff like that. So we can move at a pace that you may be at, right? Because I'm assuming that most people won't be on the same level that we are on and move as fast as that we could, fast as we do. So I want to make sure that we have time to spend with people so they'll have a full understanding of what's being taught. That's why it's only reserved for 20 people. All right. I guess y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I'm going to move on to my next task and we'll tap back in tomorrow. All right, peace.